just see if I could get my mic on. Hi there. Hi, Anio. Please let me know if you could hear me. It is on. Perfect. Welcome back. I'm actually more nervous than I was the other day because I guess it's the second time. So you're always wondering that, oh gosh, I hope the first stream was a good enough impression on viewers and that they will be interested enough to come back. And here you are. So thank you so much for coming back. Gonna be getting started. I'm sure more and more people will come in eventually over time, but for now, this is what I will be doing. So today, we're gonna be doing this image, and looking at it now, I see it's not the best image, but the only reason I like it is because of the pose. We're gonna not bother with the other guy, but we're just gonna deal with this one, with this person. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna, I don't know, I just like the pose, and I thought that it was a decent enough challenge for myself. Happy to be here, at least for 30 minutes. Yes, thank you so much. I don't want to have my lives for too long, that's the thing. So half an hour would be enough, at least for me. I know other streamers, they are on for an hour, and that's a bit too much. So I'm just going to lock this image here, and I'm going to get started. So I guess, like what I said last time, what I said last time is that, you know, when it comes to a pose like this, I like to start from that section, right? So that, I don't know if I could, yes I can move it. See, that right there, I understand that, okay? So that's mainly what I'm looking at when I see a person and their body image and their body proportion and the way how they are posed, if that makes sense. So am I gonna stay on the red? Yes, I like the red. Let's keep going on the red. So this person is obviously upside down, which is fine. So I like to get that nice curve and start with that sharp V shape in the back. And then I like to close it off depending on the angle. So here it has like a curve here, but here it has like a straight end. If I were to draw the curve, y'all see what I mean? So that's what I would do. And then here would be the beginning of the head and neck. So again, it's not perfect. Let's just redo that. and I see the beginning of his chin. Pointed all the way up to the top of his head. Right? Yes, exactly. It's just like primitive shapes. That's what I teach my students all the time. I said everything is a shape. Okay? I don't want to spend too much time cleaning up because it's supposed to be a rough sketch, but good. As long as you understand where I'm coming from, that's good. Okay? And then obviously, you adjust and you fix it up. So immediately you could already tell where the body is somewhat going. The body is upside down because of the head, how the head looks, right? So the next thing I would do, well, this is just me, right? Now, I don't think that you would remember what I said about arms. So, I do these types of shapes for the torso, but we should always think of these primitive shapes as 3D, right? So it shouldn't just be 2D like this. It helps, but in essence, our bodies are 3D, right? Right? And let's do a bit of a shadow. Again, this is just rough, right? But you see where I'm going when it comes to how his body shape is, right? There is a line right about here, right? And you could tell because of how the shadow takes place on the side, like this, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Going to make this shape 3D. You add that invisible line in the center there. And this is just how I see it, like as is, just by looking at the image, right? I don't normally draw all of this. As you probably have noticed in the last video, I just drew it as is, but to get more into getting into how I view images, and especially people with with various poses and body types, this is basically how I picture each body shape, right? So that is for the body. Should you always begin with the torso? No, this is not just a this is not a rule that is, right? People start in different ways. I'm just saying, for me, I think that it's easier to start off with the center of gravity of the body, and that is technically in the pivot area, which is in the torso, if you get what I mean, right? When you think about our bodies, our center of gravity leads everything else with our body. If our heads turn, our bodies could stay still, right? But if our entire torso were to go down or bend, shift, twist, our arms, our head follows, no matter how hard we try, right? So in essence, that's why I feel it is a good practice to figure out where the pivot area is of a body shape, but it's not necessarily a rule. And I hope that wouldn't confuse you, in the future, but I'm just saying that's for me. You know, I tend to focus on where the center of gravity is, which is the torso, or where the torso is located, right? It's like our just below our belly button. You know that bone is at our hip? Yeah. That's the center area of our bodies for the most part. Now for arms, I said that I studied drawing muscles for arms, right? I don't go the general square. You can if you want to, but I find that is just too confusing for people to wrap their head around because arms are so difficult to draw. So I started to just memorize muscles and how they are shaped depending on the person. And you're also looking at the reference image and you're measuring to see where things are in respect of other body parts. Okay, let me just fix that. Actually, I'll do like the primitive shapes and everything first, and this is just a sketch, and then I'll do a proper line over, just really quickly. I always laugh at how I do hands. One thing at a time. Okay. So with his head, I think I did it a bit too small. So I'm just going to move his head a little bit and probably rotate it a bit. Just a bit. Yeah, I'm definitely doing like a clean line over this. So he's wearing pants here, I see. So you could either guess where his legs would be in respect to the pants, which is fine. And because of time, I'm just going to do whatever. Hands look quite nice. Thank you. I'm still learning, but it takes me a long time to get the hands proportions and basic shape done. Maybe I should do that next time. For the next live stream, I will do hands. I shall do hands. Oh. Right now I'm just guessing where or how his feet will look, but I don't, or his legs look, but I don't have to because his pants are there. Let me just do something quick. Okay, and then finally his hand. God, I don't know if you could see it, but his hands are spread out like this. So what I would do is just do a pretty basic there, and we will fix that after. Okay, so there's the initial sketch. I think I will lengthen this section because I think it's too short. There. So let's make a new layer. We'll lock this one. And then I will change the color to black gray, a dark gray. And then we will start again. If you see any of my other YouTube videos, you will see that I did this method already, sketching everything in a different color and then tracing it over again. I did that for my art and sports YouTube videos. And to keep that line. Weird question. But are you Trini? Of course. I just live in Canada. Let's see how that looks. Yep. It's getting there. I'm trying my absolute best with the cloth and material here. It's very, very difficult, but never say you can't do something unless you give it a try. Okay, so I did his feet a little bit too short, so I'm gonna improvise. See what I mean about how it's a guessing game? Just have to observe your reference picture and see immediately what looks off, right? And sometimes you just have to step back and observe. This is why they say drawing is a process. You don't just do it once and expect everything to look good, right? You have to practice, and not just practice drawing, right? Because there is a wrong way to draw, right? There is a wrong way to practice your craft, whatever it is it might be. When it comes to learning how to draw, the best way to learn is by observing real life. I know a lot of beginner artists, they like to draw their favorite characters, like their favorite anime characters or whatever show that's popular at this point in time. They want to draw that. And then they want to get sad when it doesn't turn out the way they want to. But when it comes to those types of drawings, they're very stylized, and if you don't know your fundamentals, you're in trouble. So the only way to learn how to draw people in a stylized way, like your favorite anime style, is by drawing real people. Exactly. It's an organic process. Exactly. And it takes time, right? It's not going to, it's not going to happen like that overnight, right? You're not gonna watch a whole bunch of tutorials about how to draw. I know that's very prevalent on YouTube. How to draw, how to learn how to get better at art. The only way to do that is by doing it. That's it. And people have their own means of drawing, their own methods. So that's why I just decided, look, let me just do what I have to do here on this live stream and see what happens. Because everybody has their own way of drawing their own characters and all that stuff. But for me, I learn differently. And it works in a way. Definitely doing a hands stream next time. Okay. Family is too, and we live here too, but I'm Canadian. My aunts are also really good at drawing too. I love it myself. I got the Cintiq 24. Woo, the Cintiq 24. Wow. And I try to draw. I'm trying to draw setup. What is trying to draw a setup? Trying to understand what you mean by that. Or you're trying to set up your own drawing style? Is that what you mean? Please clarify. Okay, so we have a drawing here. We have a drawing, and it looks different from our reference, which is fine. The goal was never to have anything similar to the reference, and it's not the best reference picture because of the lighting and everything. You don't see everything clearly, but oh, okay, I'm trying to draw a gaming / drawing setup. Okay, so you're trying to set up your workstation, your work desk, or are you actually trying to draw your gaming drawing setup on your Wacom Cintiq? Because that's cool. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm well, I'm not drawing, but I am 3D modeling my workstation at the moment too. It's not quite ready yet. Maybe I'll show y'all a sneak peek in the next stream, maybe, if I get more of it finished. So what y'all think about it so far? Is it good? I do need to add the little details here. Right? And remember this section here. What'd you say? Oh, thanks so much, Enio. Yes, please return for the next stream. We will be doing hands. Sammy girl. Oh, both. Okay. Thanks so much, Enio. Take care. That's good. That's good that you're doing both. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to learn something new, and it's fun decorating your workspace too, if I don't say so myself. Thank you. What was was I saying before? I lost my trail of thought because I was looking at the comments. Uh thanks so much. Your name is funny. T. Girl Sammy Girl come up. Oh my goodness. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So here I was saying, don't forget that it is still 3D, right? It's still 3D. So, and also you also have to take into account rib cage, right? So this is also another thing. Oh, that's a terrible rib cage. Let's go back. So our rib cage does have some sort of form in our body. Like it does have a shape, right? So when we stretch, just like how this person is stretching here, right? You could see a bit of his rib cage, right? So that's what I'm gonna do over here. So his rib cage would be, and rib cage, remember, is also 3D. So all that you have to take into account, right? And then his spine, don't forget the spine too. Or I guess it will get messy, but it's a sketch. Who cares? And the spine will lead all the way up to the head. I think the head is still kind of small. Oh, thank you. Hearing you speak makes me happy. Reminds me of my family in Toronto. Aww. Thank you so much. It comes and it goes. It depends on, it depends on who I'm around. Some people will say I sound both Canadian and Trini. Oops. There, I think that's better. And then he has a little bump there. Okay. I think that's much better. Okay, and then for the face, which I'm not going to do because that takes way too much time, and most of his face is in shadow. This would be a good exercise if I was doing a digital painting exercise, which will come later. So remind me to use the same image for digital painting. Okay? I'm holding you all to it to remind me because I have so much references to be used. Yeah. So I'm trying to think what else to make it look. I guess the folds of his clothes. Yes, let's do that. We still have some more time. How long have we? Oh, it's been almost 40 minutes, so I don't want to stay too long on here. It's because I understand people have things to do, places to be, and so do I. So Okay. Oops. Do I still need that? No. Okay, there you go. I have completed another sketch practice live on YouTube. Thank you so much to everyone who stayed for the little half an hour to watch me draw. I hope I was able to explain clearly for y'all to understand. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And you could also follow me on my Instagram. There you go. Follow me there. You could send me a message or a question or whatever it is. Next stream will be about hands. Yeah. So that's about it. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and I will see you next time.